Oh wow, hello.
I'm still driving.
And the engine kind of sounds good. So how is it going?
Good. I saw it. It's so hot today.
It's unbelievable. It's really hot. So we have a little bit of shade. There is no rattling whatsoever. And this is also running a 5-pump. Oh, this thing is hot now.
Yeah. It's so hot. It's even in here hot. I cannot imagine that I've ever had to use that machine. I'd rather spend my time here and let them work.
The oil is still relatively new, but we're gonna check the oil filter for chips. So we'll let this settle in for a while. It's drained now, okay. Oh, it's hot. Okay, this is all nice and dry in here. That's good. Tiny. There's one, see? There's one tiny chip right there. But no chips in general. So they're probably all in the sump. Didn't make it up to the filter. But what you don't see is no concern. One there. Yeah. So this is not too bad. There's one right here. So that's good. I put this one right back in. There. It's okay.
We are about ready to open up the timing belt cover.
Yeah, I got this now all out. Here, Fabian. We'll check here. This side is dry. There's nothing. See that?
Yeah.
There's no oil leak here.
Well, I don't know. It looks like from here.
But that's less than an oil leak, okay?
There's definitely something down here.
Not even a Toyota would count this as an oil leak. There's oil down here.
That's dry.
And here. It's also dry, right?
Yeah.
So on the timing cover, we do not see really an oil leak. You're looking at water also.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's good news. That also matches what Fabian told us. He said the oil leak is less than before. I'm gonna reach in here with a very clean rag and wipe this out. And there is no oil.
There's no oil.
So the camshaft seals are not leaking, so we don't have to take the timing belt down.
Do that here also.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So that's good. We're happy with this. I got the oil residue down there all washed off. So we're gonna close this back up and tell Fabian that his car is gonna run forever, right?
Going to Spain, yeah.
So Spain is from us a 15-hour drive. You have to cross the Pyrenees. Pretty much done with the oil leak check. I think we should still take a look at the oil pressure.
Okay.
Here you guys see this bolt down here which holds the intake tube going down. That bolt is really important, okay? If you're missing that bolt, this tube slips down and you get an air leak here. And then on the other side, there is no bolt. There is just this latch here. You got to make sure that's inserted. And then the whole thing gets clicked in here. There you go. And then you know this tube is in the right position and it won't slip down. So really important. I think we can put in coolant back in. Fabian, you can already start doing that. The cooling fan is the reason that we carry a 36. And you don't have to overdo it, just like this, and it's good enough. This is the weakest link in the intake from a Land Rover Discovery 3 diesel. If you plug this down in here and this tube slips down, you will have a leak. The car is just not gonna have the right power. And you're gonna get some faults, Christmas trees and stuff. I reach down in here and I make sure this is inserted correctly. And that makes these bolts kind of important here. So we're going to measure the oil pressure. So for that I got to remove the sensor here. So I got this tight. There we go. Oh, that's really good. Oil pressure is there right away.
Water is dripping.
Yeah, that's only water.
It's only water, it's not coolant.
It's blowing it out of the radiator.
Yeah. Whoa!
It's not quite warm anymore, but it's definitely above 1 bar. And I don't know if you followed our rebuild video series on this engine. We equipped it with a FI aftermarket oil pump for 200 euros, so that's the one which did not work in our Discovery Street, and it's always getting pressure right away, and the idle pressure is over 1 bar. When we did the rebuild on this engine, we also put in new pistons.
Yeah.
And here we got a TDV6 finished. And I think that's the reason why this engine is running so quiet. We also put in new hydraulic lifters, all 24. So we're gonna install these new hydraulic lifters here. And the reason we install new ones is because the old ones are broken. And when you have a bad one, you can see what they do. This one is really loose, and versus when you have a good one, they're solid. And I think that's why his head area, the entire upper end, is really quiet.
There's no rattling.
This is absolutely beautiful how that engine sounds. So I think we can let him go to Spain this year. You need really 2 things if you go to Spain. You need... The second thing is you need a membership in the ADAC Automobile Club in Germany.
What we want to say is no offers. We won't do any other engine rebuilds.
The other thing is Fabian is running 5W40 from the day when we rebuilt the engine. This engine also runs this turbocharger where we released the video just a little while ago. Actually a
128 euro
we
cartridge.
installed this was only a checkup this week because we did fix this oil leak also during his first visit, and we actually found it was the camshaft cover, the plastic cover. Apparently the rubber gasket wasn't seated properly.
Ah, don't break something. So just explain first why you are doing something that looks like stupid.
We suspect the leak is right here and right here in this corner. So we want to lift the valve cover off a little bit. We loosened all the bolts here in the front we could get to. We want to now clean it out with brake cleaner and air. And then we want to inject a little bit of sealant into these corners.
With a syringe.
And then tighten it up, let it dry, and then go to church and pray.
Fabian has to do that.
Yeah.
Every morning.
Find the right spot here. Now blow it right. Okay, now. One more time. Dirco HT, see? That should do it.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's too much footage.
First I'm gonna do this corner. I got this pried open here quite a bit.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to lift this gasket off here. There, see? I got the corner free. We're gonna inject now the sealant right here. So, and now the other side. That's most likely the problem corner here. There. That's it.
That's all we can do right now.
That's all we can do.
That's just what I said. Now I only want to film the clicks.
Click,
Don't say it.
click, click.
So next time we'll take a syringe with us when we go on vacation.
It might be that I'm not gonna see him for a couple of months now. Take care.
Yeah.
So apparently that fix worked. And then we were still concerned about the oil pressure, which was, for no particular reason. He did have one hose clamp fail in the meantime, and the car
From the
got
air intake.
into limp mode on the air intake, which was the lower one down on the bottom, and basically the hose clamp was a cheap-ass clamp. Other than that, from the engine side, I think this thing is ready to go. So we drove all the way up here now, and now it's really hot. We want to see what the oil pressure is. Yeah, that is not the highest. Now rev it to 3000, hold it and let it go. It's about 1.9. Now after the test drive, so this is just about spec. It's 36 degrees today, so it's an extremely hot day. It could be a little bit better. Maybe that 5 pump here is also not optimum. We want to do a quick walk around on Fabian's Land Rover Discovery 3. This is a 2009 2.7 liter TD V6, which is a Euro 4 engine. And it had a major engine failure about 18,000 kilometers ago, and that's when we did this full engine rebuild where you can watch our video series about.
We also installed a new high pressure fuel pump.
Yeah, it got a lot of service done from us on this car. All new timing belts, of course, but the car is really well equipped. You will see now when we go through it. First of all, Fabian raptor coated most of the plastic pieces, which I think matches this color. By the way, this is brown.
This is Bourneville.
He's got in the front a Warn winch, which I think is a 6.5 ton, complete hidden install. He's got the covers over the headlights.
And rear lights.
He's got really nice rims down here. Snorkel. This is a safari snorkel, not the Bravo snorkel. Nice decals on the side.
And rock sliders.
These are really beefy, extremely beefy rock sliders. Then of course the fully dark tinted windows. Check out that video where we built this water tank. Water tank is mounted to a front runner full-size roof rack. He's got a spare tire carrier. Yeah, so that's a nice one too. He's got the ladder on. Again, the window covers.
Oh.
Trailer hitch is standard. I mentioned the decals. So this is an alu cap. It's relatively new. Pretty large helicopter landing platform. But it looks nice. He's got here 2 LED lights. They are controllable from the inside of the vehicle. The awning, front runner awning. And here in the front he's got a, I think, 300 watt LED light bar, which is absolutely lethal.
Yeah, and you can see here is also Raptor coating.
Also Raptor coated. On the inside, he's got the bright leather interior with the memory driver seat. This is an electric controllable steering wheel.
Yeah.
I have not seen that in any other Discovery. And then, of course, it's the automatic transmission. He's got the Logic 7 surround sound system. It comes with a gap tool because you need to reset once in a while a fault on this car. It does have the rear air condition, but we disabled the air conditioning side of it. The rear climate control is still working for heating, but no longer for air conditioning, which, by the way, makes no difference.
Yeah.
He's got the 2 tinted roof windows in here. This is a rack from Expedition Parts, and you can see he stores his camping chairs up there. It comes with the Ella time slide out door. Same one Vera got in her car. We built this one together for him.
And it's originally a 7-seater, right?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
The power is coming from this EcoFlow power cell, and he actually got 2. One is a master and one is a slave cell. They sit in behind the rear seats here. So this is a pretty good option. Yeah, you can see he even got the rear entertainment buttons here for the rear seats. Seen them very rarely. And you can see he's also got the speakers here in the D column. Luna travels in this dog container
So
here.
here there are no dog ears.
Very little. Yeah, you can see there are basically no dog hairs in this car. So it's well taken care of from the interior. And of course it has a real nice look on the outside. It has a beefy skid plate underneath.
And here also.
That's the skid plate from the front. 10mm aluminum. See, he's got these accessory rain gutters on here. They are nice when it's raining and you can keep your window open a little bit. So we're done for today. Yeah, keep us informed what's going on.
I will.
And think about what we do with your fire oil pump.
I will think about it.
Yeah, I'll let you out, okay. You're welcome. See you soon. Okay, without Robin. You gotta walk over here a little bit. A little further, yeah. Yeah, set it down here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was a fight in the bedroom.
It was not.
It's a 50-year-old window.
Yeah. Look at all the walnuts I'm getting. Again, like every single year.
Don't you think everybody wants to see how I clean a window?
Yeah, we know that you like to clean.
So this window is now good, I would say, for the next 20 years again. The reason I repaired this window, it is made by our local carpenter here in the village with 600 people 50 years ago. And she's a woman, and she was the first master craftsman carpenter, craftwoman.
In Germany.
In Germany, 50 years ago. So she made these windows in our entire house, as well as all the windows of the houses in our village around that time. I've torn down one of these windows down in our kitchen to put in a new modern plastic window. And when the window was, sitting on our trash pile, when we remodeled our house, it hurt me so bad that I've thrown out these old wood windows and put in a cheap ass plastic window. That's when I said I'm never ever gonna take one of those windows out again, and I'm gonna remodel all of them one after another. And this is now probably the 6th or 7th one. As they go blind, we remodel them. I painted most of them over the years, and it's absolutely gorgeous how easy it is to rework them.
So we are at a medieval festival here in our local church, and Robin is part of the festival with his forge. He's forging a cross for our church. It's going to be revealed in 2 weeks.
Mit einer Idee, etwas für die Kirche zu schmieden, ist auch die Idee des Mittelaltertags geboren.
Dann die Rose als kraftvolle Blume, die dann den Stamm schmückt.
Ich finde, es sieht super aus an diesem Ort. Und nochmal großen Applaus für Robin.